Hello folks, this is Kevin from Good Day Good Prayers. We are going to be talking about some current events today. In our earlier video that was released this afternoon, in fact only moments ago, we did the second part of the video about World War III, the war that was the beginning of the end of World War III. And our first video was called Underground War and War in the Heavenlies. That was done about 6 videos or so ago. And then today we called that one WW3 Part 2. So those are your 2 videos. The third video in that series should be released by Saturday, just to give you an opportunity to look at the other 2 before you take a look at the third one. If you look at the first 2, the third one will make a lot more sense, of course. Now today we have some updates, just some things that need to be discussed because of the fact that there has been a few announcements made. Now some of these announcements were actually made a few days ago, and some of them a little bit closer to today. According to what is being said, there's going to be talks between President Trump and President Putin. It's supposed to be at the end of this month, sometime around the 27th or 28th. Could actually wind up the first 2 or 3 days of the next month, but this is what is being stated as of right now. Now, this whole situation is going to be able, as some of the pundits will tell you, end World War III. They're trying to tell you that President Putin and President Trump are on the 2 opposite sides. Well, the fact of the matter was that President Putin and President Biden were on the opposite sides. And I hate to have to say it, but President Putin was actually on the light side, as is President Trump. And President Biden was actually on the dark side. So that is something that needs to be understood. Zelensky, who is in charge of the Ukraine, is also on the dark side. However, he did come out and say that of the $150 billion that has gone to the Ukraine, that his government has received $50 billion of that. The other $100 billion of that has gone into offshore accounts for congressmen here in the United States, as well as for the Biden family. Now, there are names of 9 Biden family members that the money has been going to. Jill and Hunter and Joe. Jim Biden, which is Joe's brother, and his wife, some of his children, and then 1 or 2 of Joe Biden's grandchildren are the ones who are receiving the monies. Now, this is $100 billion going to all of these people. Now, we talked the other day about how the people in Congress and so on get a $200,000 a year job, and in 50 years turn it into $200 or $300 million. Well, there you go. And that's what's been happening. Now, NATO the other day was kicked out of some of the talks. Now, Europe has not been kicked out, but the NATO people who are run by the dark side, they were kicked out. Many of your European nations have governments that have been switched over. Many were run by the dark side and are now on the light side. Now, Putin, one of the reasons why I tell you that he is on the light side, on the side of light, is because of the fact that he kicked the central bank out of his country a few years back. And that is the reason why Putin and Russia are considered the bad guys, because the central bank and the IRS, the Mossad and the news medias and so on are the ones that have controlled the narrative in the past. And so the reason that Putin was a bad guy was because he was not cooperating with the dark side. Therefore, to them, he was on the dark side, but actually was working on the white side or the light side. So at least you understand that. At least I believe you do. Let me see. I think I believe I have covered everything. I will say this, that Britain has been in the talks, as well as a few of the other countries in Europe. And the reason that NATO was kicked out is because of the fact that they were trying to keep the war going. Now, Putin and Trump are going to be talking about ending the war in the Ukraine, and that's going to be a good situation, because all of the other things that are going to happen have to happen after this war has ended. And there's a lot of very important things that are going to be coming in down the pike, things that you're going to need to know about. And all of those things will be information that you're going to be able to get. So, with all those things in mind, this is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. I hope that you will remember to give us a like and to subscribe. We really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. We do have a lot more information that we're going to try to get out over the next several months. And this information is going to be quite important. I haven't even finished any of the information yet that is part of the newest batch of reporting. So I've got all of that to go through yet today. And it's about 5 o'clock, so I'm getting a little bit behind. Remember to share our videos as well, if you would. We appreciate that as well. And so until our next video, you folks have a good day. Good day.